So this video is about working on my boat and specifically doing fiberglass repairs on my boat, which I enjoy. And fiberglass is wonderful. So this canopy here lifts up. This whole little roof there goes straight up, and when in transport and storage, it's held down by the bolts. There's 6 bolts like that right there. This is what the bolts look like when I got the boat. Is a carriage bolt with a kind of a rubber washer, and they'd put silicone on it to reduce leakage. This is what it looks like inside the boat with that thumb screw. And it seems like there's no problem to take that off and to lift the canopy, but really it's kind of tedious to unscrew all those thumb screws. They're not really ergonomic all that much, and then you have to catch that washer, and you're inside the boat, and you kind of want to get going. So I thought I could figure out something better for this. Also, the bolts stick down through more than they really need to. They're longer than they really need to be. So I went and got some shorter stainless steel bolts, and I got hex head instead of the carriage bolt, and a stainless steel washer instead of that rubber washer. I cleaned the area with a sander that I'm going to show you in a minute what the sander looks like. And this shows that I've cleaned there. You can see 3 bolt holes there that I've cleaned in preparation for the fiberglass. So this is the fiberglass materials used to do the work. There's your fiberglass resin right there. There's some hardener, a few drops of that in a cup to mix it in, acetone for thinning and clean up. There's a power sander, and the sanding disc there, which is kind of like layers of sandpaper in a circle, works really well. And so this shows how I put the fiberglass on. Now fiberglass is like liquid, like water almost, and so I wanted to heap it up on that bolt, and it wasn't working very well. But when it began to harden, then it kind of coagulated and lumped up, and I just stacked it on top of that bolt, which isn't the best way to do it, but it worked. And but one thing I did wrong too is I should have put Vaseline on the bolt threads or taped them with masking tape. So I got fiberglass on the bolt threads, which I thought could have been bad, but because fiberglass dries hard as a rock. But I found a dye on the right thread size and chased those threads quite easily. Really, I was a little surprised how easily, because as I say, that fiberglass is sticky stuff. So this shows the bolt after it's been several layers of fiberglass resin's been put on it and allowed to harden, and I think I've got a mesh in there too. That shows 2 bolts, and that also shows that stud sticking out. That pipe hole is where when you prop it up, how you prop up that roof. Now this shows a step that had holes in it, and it was leaking, and so I put several layers of fiberglass resin on that step, and also the mesh, and slanted it, so the water runs off it, and it works really fine.